something that people would be shy. I don't even know why I say that. That I can sing. Yeah,
So
that
you
I can
gonna
sing.
bust a song out? You gonna bust a little melody for us?
No, no, please don't. Don't put me on the spot like that. See,
Okay.
that's why I shouldn't say it though.
No, no, I'm just asking. If I was gonna let you
Maybe one day.
share your talents, now if you don't want to, I'm not gonna force you, but you're gonna have to sing
One day.
one day.
Maybe one day I could. Maybe one day I'm gonna sing. I sing for the world.
Hell,
Maybe.
just for me. I don't care about the other people. I just for our book club. Just just a little snippet. It don't have to be nothing long. Have a long or something. Just a little tune.
Look at Jarrell telling me you can sing. Yeah, girl, I can sing.
Okay. Something we didn't know. Something we're gonna ask about later on. What's too far in the book for you? What you gonna be like, girl? I'm not never writing that.
Wow. I don't know. I can't say. I can't really say. Because I wouldn't say I wouldn't write an erotica. I wouldn't say that.
Like
Because
I'm
I
gonna need
mean,
you to write one
I write
and a
sex
dark
scenes
romance.
in my book, so I like sex scenes in book. I feel like if I'm reading a romance and grown folk is grown folk and grown folk gonna do what grown folk do, why is it not no type of sex scenes up in there? Now, it ain't gotta be on every page or on every chapter, but I'm just saying, like grown folk do what grown folk do. That's how we all got here. So
Exactly. Darrell said she gonna I'm gonna put you on the
just
praise team. When I bring you from the church, I'm gonna have you sing a solo. As if you don't know, if the book is good, I'm gonna put on my church hat and I will bring her in front of the church for prayer. But you know what? She might have to come sing a solo. Get this redemption.
right,
Okay, here we
right,
go.
okay. Right, sissies, right? Because they be acting like they don't want to put it in there. They be like, "I want clean and clean." What you mean clean? Sex is not dirty. Like what?
Isn't sex a
You
part of
know,
life?
it is
Especially,
supposed.
I mean, people. That's what people do. They have sex.
And then,
They.
especially if you're grown and you're not having no sex, then you need to be picking up the book with the focus having sex up in
I'm
there.
just saying. They put things in their mouths and slurp things up and
Stop acting like you ain't never done that, some of that stuff. So like, that's what people be tripping me out. Like, come on, man. When
Daddy,
y'all
if
be
you're
able to
watching
do
this
stuff?
interview, I'm gonna need you to close your ears because we getting ready to talk about that. So, how do you feel about
Mhm.
sex and books, erotic books, and stuff like that? Do you feel like it should be taboo, or should it be in the books? Like this is real life.
I think it should be in the books. Even when I'm reading books that's like thrillers or urban fiction or stuff like that, baby, who they throw the sex up in there. So and they not even romance books. So like I don't know why romance authors shy away from writing about sex. I'm like one of the most reserved people that I know out of all the the people I be around. And if I write about sex in the book, like what's
Write
wrong?
the scene, people. Write the scenes, authors.
Make it
Um,
good. Make it good.
let it be in there. And be very. I'm not saying be very descriptive, but I mean give us a good
Right.
time
You got the
in the
mood.
book.
I'm gonna tell you something. The first time I read in a book, and I had read a sex scene. I think it was an erotica, and I read it, and I was sitting there, and I was like, we don't want to say too much because we on TikTok, and I was like, oh, so that's what they're supposed to do. And after that, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Listen, listen. I in some of these books, I I want to try some of these positions. I'm just saying. Had I been in my 30s, I might be still doing cartwheels, but again, I have to make modifications. Again, Dad, cover your ears. Um, uh, is the title easy for you to come by of your book,
mm-hmm.
except for the
Yeah.
Professor Zaddy?
Except for Zaddy, because my titles always have a double meaning. It's always that surface level, and then it's always something deeper than that. So usually the titles come first, and then I figure out the folk I need to tell the story. So yeah.
Can you define your, this is your description of the great American novel, what what would that look like for you? And while you do that, I'm gonna put a little lip gloss on because my sister told me I
Okay.
need to do that.
Oh, okay. Look. That's why I told the kids I had to put a little Vaseline on my lips before I got on camera. So I ain't gonna be up here lips looking ashy. Okay. So, a great American novel for me is something with realistic characters that I want to root for. And also, okay, so let's just preface this morally great characters. The great American novel for me is going to have the main character is going to be a morally great character. It's going to be somebody who was one way in their life and they was stuck by these set of rules until something occurred and life threw a monkey wrench in there and they just it made them question everything that they believed in and they had to resort to doing things that they never thought they would do. It includes culture. It's culture relevance. What's going on in the times? What we're doing, what we're facing, what the times is looking like, um, and basically how all of that surrounds the character and the character overcomes those things and have and make that character arc. Flawed characters. No plot holes. I don't want to finish reading the book and still trying to figure out some stuff that was mentioned and never said anything else about it. As long as you can keep my attention and keep me turning the page, I'm good.
Do you feel like our definition, because we are on the darker side of TikTok and the lighter side, I'll say palm colored, do you feel like our definitions of the great American novel are different? Because I do.
You mean than the other folk?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because the Great American Novel for them is they'll say it's one thing, but then they won't pick up our books and even read them to even know it if it fits the bill. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be different. Number one, because our culture, our differences as a culture, living and existing in the United States is different. So the Great American Novel for them is what we've been seeing in history for all these times. And that's why we live in a time now where it's our time to start writing history. It's our time, like the Harlem Renaissance was. Now this is our time to start taking
Right.
over again and creating real music and real art and real stories that um, feed people's souls.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with
yeah.
that.
Theirs is definitely going to be something totally different because they don't want to face what they've done to us as a people and what we are as a result. They just want to talk about what the result is. They don't want to talk about what the problem was that led us to where we are now.
I
They don't
still
want
don't
to.
think they want to even talk about why we are the way we are. I just think
They
that
don't.
if they
They don't
could,
want to take the money for nothing.
if they could erase us, they would. Period. If we could just disappear, we would be. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying there's a good many that
Yeah,
want
no,
us just to
I ain't
disappear.
saying all either. But what I will say is we're tolerated.
Right.
We're tolerated, and that's it. We don't even gotta say nothing. Else. We tolerate
Right.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Describe success.
Hmm. Success to me is to continue to grow as an author, to continue to reach more readers, to continue to um, share my stories with the world, which is essentially a part of me, to share myself with the world. Um, and to make some coins too. I do want to create some wealth for these kids and their kids. But it's not the forefront. It wasn't the main thing because if it was, I would have stopped years ago. You know what I'm saying? I know that that's a byproduct and I know it's going to come, but success for me is just continue to write books and continue to put my stamp and leave my legacy in the world.
Do you feel like you're successful?
I do. I do. Because even when I go through my statistics and I look, I might not be making a lot of money, but I can see the difference between like if you track like your pre-orders and you track your page reads and you to track the success of ratings and reviews and the traction you got on books certain maps number of years ago as opposed to now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
you're able with Amazon and stuff, you're able to track those statistics, and you'll see. So you when you see growth, for me, it's success. So I'm successful because I'm seeing growth, and I know if I keep on doing what I'm doing, then eventually I'll get to my
Right.
goal.
Right.
But ultimately,
Um.
I'm going to end up making movies. So I write books because I love writing books, but I'm gonna take the love for the written word even further, and I'm going as a film.
Okay. Okay. Do you know Rowdy Rowski?
Yeah, I follow her up here. I follow her up here.
Make sure y'all have a conversation.
Okay.
I don't know how y'all can collaborate, but there's something there. I'm gonna need y'all to collaborate because she has. To me, y'all spirits are the same, so I
Okay.
feel like that'd be a good fit for y'all. Y'all, make sure you check in with her, even if it's to
Okay.
say, hey, um, y'all might be a good fit. Um,
Yeah.
I know that you've done collaborations with other uh, authors. Is there a author that you would love to do a collaboration with that you haven't yet?
Oh wow, that is just like wow. Um, Definitely. Wow. Christina C. Jones, definitely, because I love her work. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Christina C. Jones. Um, hmm. Uh, hold on. Let me think. Christina C. Jones. Um, I don't know what my mind is drawing a blank. Now I won't say none of my sisters that I already did collabs with, but hmm, maybe what was it? It's on the tip of my tongue, and I cannot think of her name. Selena Brooks. I don't know if you guys have read her book, Southern Sizzle. She got Southern Sizzle and Southern. I forgot
Mm-hmm.
the second book, Southern Scramble. But
Yes.
I like her. I like her writing style. I would like to do a collab with her. Um, what else?
Actually, I'm reading Southern Sizzle and Southern Scramble
Yeah, it's really
on
good.
Monday. Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. There's so many great authors out here. Like, I, I just you would think somebody that read 130 books this year could say, okay, yes, I want to work with this person, that person. But it's just so many amazing authors out here. Like, um, wow, Aisha Bree, Aisha Bree, because she do a lot of my covers. And I don't know, a lot of people don't know, but she do a lot of the covers for a lot of the major names in the industry, and I just love it. She do a lot of my covers, and I want to work with her. Um, oh wow, man. I don't know. How about we flip the question? Who would you like to see me do a collab with?
Everybody.
See, look, me to
Everybody.
everybody.
Um, I want to see the Selena
Selena
and the
Brooks.
Selena B and
Okay.
you. I want to see that. I do. Um, I wish I could figure that out. I don't know how to go about that. I'm gonna need you to reach out. I want to see that. I want to see that come to fruition. I do. I think that'd be a cool collab. I can see you and Aisha Bree because I was really liking the Kings series. Listen, she had me with the whole winery and all the stuff. I was like, that's my language.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I like that I think you guys have the same writing style as well. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see
both of
that
them have
collab.
similar. Yeah, both of them have similar. All of them actually have similar. We all have similar writing styles. That's why I would say
Right.
people that writing styles are similar to mine, to where it wouldn't be so much of a contrast. Oh, you said with Octavia Grant, child, me and Octavia be the roast some stuff, honey, because I like she and I'm kind of there too. It's a thin line between. So I write the romance, but I love the thrillers.
Listen, I had Octavia on the other day, and when I tell you we had a time, um, let me tell you that lady, she she is the quintessential of mama at home. But I was like, well, where did your mind go? Because I don't get it.
Yeah.
You are
The
such
baby
this.
sitting there wild, right? Craziness.
I don't understand where it goes. She was like, well, I like to write dark. Okay. But I
Yeah,
was
and that's a
listen. I can see that too. I can see that
yeah,
too.
it's a good thing because we all got light and dark in us. It wouldn't be no light. It wouldn't be no. We wouldn't know the light if we didn't know the dark. So all of us have darkness in us. So yeah, I'm up. I'm up. One thing about like I don't know if you guys know about the group over in on Facebook. I see you reading and chatting. Um, like that group is amazing because every Friday, like Ebony does like a freestyle Friday, and she'll put up like 30 pictures and she'll get the authors, she already knows who the authors are. She had them already scheduled. And then she'll let you know on that day when the post is up. And then you go in and you see the pictures and the authors that she picked. You look at the pictures and you just freestyle. You can go short or long from the pictures. And so we always like so many authors, some of y'all favorites go in there and we write these amazing flash fiction and short stories. And a lot of them end up turning into books, whole books. And like we write all kinds of stuff. Like I'm used to people. A lot of people used to read my romance, but I participate in Freestyle Friday. I be writing all type of stuff. I think I wrote one time when the Santa Claus was in the house, and the mama thought that the little boy had an imaginary friend, but it really was like one of the people that be creeping in your house and be living up in your house while you sleep. That definitely wasn't a romance. I wrote one about a woman who disguised herself as a man, and it was a robber, robbing stores and stuff. That was her way to cope after her husband died. Yeah. So I be writing all kinds of stuff.
That's how Octavia and Caitlin met, right? Through they started at
Yep.
725 together.
Yep. I see your reading group. Yep, because we do freestyles.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Um, when you are tired of writing, not tired and completely, but like you just need to disconnect. What is your routine? What do you do to kind of soothe yourself?
Um, I usually read either reading or writing. I'll go and binge watch some shows or watch some movies. Watch people fighting on the screen and turn people up and car chases
That's your
and
TV. I
yes,
love
because
it.
Cross, I was loving Cross. It was my boo, and he was. I was like, I was all in. I gotta go. I'm going to go back and rewatch that all over again. It's fine. So, but I take walks every day. Like I usually walk 2 miles a day. So I make sure I get out in nature, take my walks. I'm good for a nap every day. I take naps every day.
I love it. I wish I could take a nap every day. I think life would be so much easier if everybody would just leave me alone. If I could
Yeah.
just if I could just nap, like one day I was at work, I said, okay, for lunch, I'm just gonna nap. My phone goes bing, 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 bing. And then my dogs, they whining, they need to go outside. I was like, okay, well, I guess I ain't taking no nap. I got to go outside and be one with nature with these dogs here. Um,
Yeah. Yep.
I just I don't know what I don't understand. I don't know how to explain it to you, but every time I do an interview, I'm in over here just freaking out because I'm fangirling so badly. Even though we've had conversation before, I am fangirling right now. And I just feel like, okay, I'm tongue tied. I can't talk. I'm just,
Okay.
I'm fangirling. What is that like when somebody fangirls over you? I mean, do have you gotten that
It's
yet? Like,
well, yeah, I have, and it was interesting. It was really
yet, like,
well, yeah, I have, and it was interesting. It was really interesting. Like when I met AA for the first time, AA Lewis, when I met her for the first time last year at the Hood Book Convention in Detroit, and we were talking and stuff, and she was smiling her heart. So she was like, "Oh my God, I'm just over here fangirling." And I'm just like, "Me? You fangirling me? Like, hold on, I'm supposed to be the one fangirling you, like, So yeah, it's just, it's just, it's just all love. It just made me feel good. I just love what I'm doing, and it just solidifies that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So,
describe yourself in one word.
mm, Compassionate.
Okay. I'm gonna say sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Same.
gonna say sweet because it's just every time you come on with us and we're sprinting your books and stuff, or we're talking about a book, you just have that spirit. It's just very sweet, very laid back, very demure, not doing too
Yeah.
much. But if you try me, I will.
Mm-hmm,
That's
mm-hmm,
that's that's how I describe you.
mm-hmm.
Um, Name something that everybody loves but you hate.
Something everybody loves, but I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people. Beer. I do not like beer. I'm really not a drinker, but I really do not like beer. Like, no way. You can get me to have a nice alcoholic beverage, but not a beer or cigarettes.
No, I no. What I only time that I will drink a beer if I'm in Mexico.
Okay,
Because
see,
the
now you
beer,
know you
the
can drink it.
Coronas taste different.
It tastes different than here. Yeah. Now see,
Mm-hmm.
that's the time when you can get me to try a beer. If we traveling and we in another country, it's on. And we go to Jamaica, I try a red stripe or something.
It's
Yeah.
different. It's not
I,
the same as here.
it's different. It's not the same as here, right? Right.
Mm-hmm. Like I didn't like ting. I don't like ting here. But
Okay.
when I was over there in the Caribbean islands running amok, I like me some ting. So it is what it is. Um, how do you see yourself in 5 years?
Wow. On the set. I'm gonna be on the set. I'll be behind the camera, probably directing. Yeah, directing movies or show
Okay.
TV shows. Maybe even a As much as I won't say hate to say it because that's a good opportunity, but maybe a showrunner, maybe even a showrunner in a writer's room for a show.
Okay. I see it. We claim it right now, people.
We
We
claiming
claim
it.
it.
We
We
claiming it
touching
because I'm
and
gonna be putting you
agreeing.
up.
Right?
Listen, and that's why you got to be writing because when I get the opportunities and if I'm showrunning, they be like some good writers. I'm like come on in, come on in.
Yeah. 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 I see it. I see it. I'm gonna be like, I know her.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm doing.
know her
Yeah.
right there. I don't know if he in here again, but Eric LaSalle came through here. Did you see that? Did you catch it? Because I did. I was like,
Oh, okay, no, I didn't.
I did. He was in here
Okay,
for maybe a few minutes. I caught it.
okay.
I caught it. I was like, look at God. Look at God.
Oh,
So
did.
somebody get him the word. Because he do a lot of directing. He got shows. Get him the word.
Okay. See,
Um,
see how.
see how God works. Hopefully he'll catch this. Girl, if you don't stop shouting, LaShawn, she was shouting in the bed. We touched and agreeing. Now that we don't, me and her don't agree on nothing. We gonna agree on what the Lord say. Um,
For sure.
Blank, and answer this. Fill in the blank. Blank is my life.
Books. Because I was gonna say writing is my life, but I love to read just as much as I love to write. So books are my life.
Okay. Another fill in the blank. My pen is blank.
My pen is immaculate.
Pop your shit. Go ahead and pop your shit. Pop your shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Because I can.
I'm not gonna hold back on the word. Pop it.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
love
I can
it.
write it all. Yeah. Yeah. I can write it all. Yep. You give me a genre, you give me a topic, I'm on it. I'm gonna eat it every time. So even if it's outside my wheelhouse, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
What are three things that you have to have when you're writing?
Uh, water, some kind of snack, and my headphones because I listen to nature sounds. I listen to disasters like hurricanes and thunderstorms and stuff like that when I write. So yeah.
Is that calming? Just trying to understand, trying to learn. Is that calming?
It is absolutely. It takes me
Wow.
to a whole nother space. Like it. tunes out everything else that's going on, and it allows you to get into a whole nother. Like I'm telling you, I be here writing these stories, and sometimes I read back through them and be like, "You wrote that? Like where did it come from?"
Because I was going to ask you,
You,
are you ever surprised by what you write?
yeah, yeah, because you're tapping into something subconscious. You tapping into something that you're not used to tapping into. So yeah, because like some writers write with music. I can't write with music because I can do like graphics and stuff like that with music, or if I'm brainstorming or something like that. But when I'm actually sitting down to write, I have to have like some type of nature sounds or brown noise or waterfalls or fan sounds or something like that because it calms me down and puts me in a whole different space. So yeah.
Okay, answer this. What hates to see you coming? Just whatever it is. What hate I can't talk. What thing hates to see you coming?
Hmm. Some peanut butter M&Ms.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I'm screaming.
Some
That's
peanut
funny.
butter. I love some peanut butter M&Ms. That's why I can't have them just sitting around like that, bro. I be eating that, man. Some peanut butter M&Ms. Look, y'all know I'm so silly. I told y'all I'm silly.
For
So
me, it's root beer. Root beer
root
hates to
beer.
see me
Okay.
coming because I listen. Root beer and a Dr Pepper
Oh yeah, my son loved Dr. Pepper. He loves some Dr. Pepper.
hate to see me coming. I'm trying to. That's my goal for 2025 is to give up root beer and Dr Pepper, but it hate to see me coming because I'm gonna drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you could invite five people, five authors, we're gonna say authors to dinner,
Mm-hmm.
not authors, five writers to dinner.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who would they be and why?
Ooh. Dead or alive?
Mm-hmm. Dead or
Oh
alive?
wow. Okay. First of all, Eric Jerome Dickey.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Jerome Dickey was my fave. Like he was showed me like I could do this. I could do this.
Okay.
Um, Eric Jerome Dickey, um, Toni Morrison. Love Toni Morrison's writing. Um, James Baldwin. I love James Baldwin just as a person, his activism, his stories. Um, and wow, Shonda Rhimes
Mm-hmm.
and hmm, I don't know. Spike Lee and Spike Lee.
Oh, why Spike?
He's an amazing filmmaker. Like I did his master class earlier this year,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just such an amazing person. He's done so much for the culture. He was able to navigate his way through Hollywood and making indie films, and still being able to stay true to the stories that he wanted to tell. So yeah, yeah, slightly.
Do you feel like Spike Lee, James Baldwin, Toni Morrison, do you feel like they are not getting the accolades that they should?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, and it's because of the color of their skin. Let's face it. They're not gonna. They'll label them as classics, but they're not giving them the accolade they deserve. Because like James Baldwin is an amazing author, yes, but James Baldwin was even more of an activist. You know, the things that he believed in, he wholeheartedly. He spoke in rooms that a lot of people that look like us would have never been able to get into, and he got into them because of his writing, right? So it opened the door for him to get his foot in, and then they wasn't ready for what he was gonna say next. You know, they didn't know how articulate he was, and um, yeah. And with Toni Morrison, same thing. Like her writing is amazing. The stories that she told were amazing. Um, just showing you what life was like in those times. Yeah.
What do you wish for the Black book community? What is it that you wish will happen? eventually, because, and I'll just tell you mine, and then you can tell me yours. Mine is I wish that more young people knew about the literary greats of our world. I don't think they know who James Baldwin is, or Toni Morrison, or Brenda Jackson. Even though she's a romance author, they don't know who um, a lot of people are. I wish they, I wish that that people will take more pride in letting them know that these are literary greats in our
Yeah,
world.
yeah,
I wish
yeah.
there was more recognition for them. What do you want for the black community? Black book community.
Okay, so I know I've said this before. I'm not sure if it was on your platform or maybe Books and Lots, or I can't remember. But I think, and I know we can make our own money. I know we got our own platforms. I know, but I feel like more Black authors need to shoot for traditionally published deals. If we can get in all of those spaces and dominate those spaces, then it gets the word out more about what it is that we do and what we're capable of. Too many of our children only feel like they need to aspire to be athletes or musicians or rappers in order to make an impact in the world. And writing is one of the most, I mean, I don't even know what word to describe it, but you can make more impact with your writing than you can from a lot of other things. Um, we got to build up the literacy in our community.
I agree.
So we got to take steps towards doing that. And like, I feel like now more publishers and stuff are they're looking for traditionally publishers are looking for diverse reads, which is we know what diverse means. They're looking for more diverse reads, right? Because they know that we sell books. They know that we read books. They know that we buy books now. So yeah, they want it because they want to make money. But at the same token, look at what we're going to be gaining also.
Let's talk about that just for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Um, while I agree with you, I haven't like submitted um anything for that, so I don't even know what that process looks like. Um, but I know that there are a few authors that do, like the Kennedy Ryans and
Mm-hmm.
Tia, what's her name, Tia Williams, and such. They have deals, and they're in these spaces, and I know that they're trying to bring more authors in those spaces. However, I feel like they're having just a hard enough time as a traditionally published author, just like they were being independently published. Is I can't tell you how many times I've gone into bookstores, Target, Walmart.
Walmart definitely.
They are not there,
Mm-mm.
but they're traditionally published. Do you feel like? Because sometimes I feel like if I can get these people who has a good voice, I'm gonna stifle. I don't feel like they work hard enough for us. So do you? I I I almost want to say their table's about to break down, and we're gonna have to build our own. And our table, we're building it, and right now
Mm-hmm.
we're creating the chairs. Do you feel like we need to be more have more publishing houses? Like, I'm not saying that everybody doesn't have a true publishing house, but say like a me, I don't have any books out, and focus on authors who have that gift of writing. Do you feel like we need in our own community more publishing houses that can push books, market books, get the editors, have the whole shebang? What do you feel?
I feel like yes. I feel like we can build our own tables, but I also feel like it's still gatekeeping and stuff too, right?
Is
So
it
I feel
gatekeeping,
like
or is it?
if we if if we build okay, so if we build these houses, right? We gotta like really, really, really it's so much stuff that goes into the back end of that, right? So the reason why I say with traditional publishers, because there's so many traditional publishers out here. It's not just like the big five. It's like they have so many different imprints within those different ones, like all different kinds. So it's like as authors, we're supposed to be marketing ourselves anyway, right? So we can't leave the marketing on them all anyway. And I think a lot of traditionally published authors think that when they get a traditionally published deal, that it's all on the publishing house, and it's not. And they find that out afterwards, that they still supposed to be marketing themselves. So yeah, I think if we do more, we get more publishing houses and like really push the envelope on getting the books into bigger spaces. Because I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna write some books and they're gonna pay me for the books before they come out. So I'm looking at, and then I can use that money to be able to further do my indie projects. And I know it's a lot of authors out here that are hybrid, and they are big indie authors, but they hybrid authors too because they do have some traditionally published products out.
Yeah,
So
because
they doing
I
both.
like Tati Richardson. She has Tati Richardson traditionally published, and then she has T.M.
Yeah,
Richardson. That's
yeah,
not
we're indie. Yeah.
that she's indie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm going to say that we need both.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to fill all those spaces. I feel like if we if the current administration try and take us backwards, we're gonna have to have something to fall back on. Because people will do what you allow them to do.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
true.
if they will allow them people to silence us, we still have to have a publishing houses of our own. I feel like I know that other authors have publishing houses, um, but they're all also authors too. So sometimes I feel like even though they're super duper busy and they're putting other authors on, I don't think that all of them, I'm not going to say some of them, I mean all of them, but some of them, it doesn't push authors all the way,
Exactly.
because they're focusing on themselves and other authors. That sometimes I feel like somebody's going to get slighted or something's going to get slighted. Um, but I would like to see more publishing houses being built and the marketing behind said
Mm-hmm.
authors.
Yeah.
Um,
Me too.
I would also like to see more PR firms like Pretty Girls. Was it Pretty Girls Read? I like to see more of them, those type of PR firms as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like that there are more editors coming up. You have Chloe Kane, you have Mark by Ty Lee. I like that they're now coming to the forefront. And I feel like there's more that need to be. I need to see more. These are the things I would like to see in this
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
I know that ain't
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
gift.
No,
I'm
it's
not
not.
creative like that. I'm not, girl. I cannot draw nothing. I know I can't decide no cover. That's not my gift. Listen, listen. I can coordinate some stuff, but I cannot draw nothing. Now I might can put together two sentences, but and I know I can edit, but
Yeah.
that's my gift. I feel like I like to see that all under one roof. I need to see those resources
Mm-hmm.
come together some type of way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's needed, especially in our community. And
It
if
is.
you are watching this interview and you have those talents,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make people aware like me so that we could put you on. I love that there are narrators coming out of left field that you would have
Mm-hmm.
never thought. I love that um, authors are coming in and killing the game.
Yeah.
They killing
Yeah, they
it,
are. Mm-hmm.
traditionally or independently.
Mm-hmm.
And that y'all not scared to write about taboo subjects.
Right.
So
Right.
I like to see that, and to keep this community tight. I feel like if this platform goes away, it's gonna stifle it a little bit. I don't think it's gonna go away completely, but I think it's gonna stifle it a little bit, until
Yeah.
we figure out where we're gonna meet it yet again. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna definitely keep, pop your shit going as best
Yeah.
I can, um, so people can find where these people are.
Absolutely.
But I just like to see these resources come together. I think that we can't depend on Mr. Man, and I'm going to call it Mr. Man, to build our
Mm-mm.
community for us
No,
and tell us what we can and can't write.
absolutely not.
But for because of the current climate, I just feel like this is the time to build our own. And if they want to
Okay.
buy us out eventually, then buy me out.
Yeah, because see, that's what I did. I told you when I came in the game before I even published a book, I started my publishing company first. So yeah, I'm not. I wasn't playing. Yeah, I didn't come. I wasn't playing. All that was established first.
Do you
So
feel
yeah,
like it's necessary for us to be in stores?
I think it is necessary for us to be in stores because some people they like to purchase their book in stores. Now I say that because every time I go into Walmart close to my house, it's this whole book section in Walmart, and literally our books, if they do have some of our books, they way pushed to the back, and it's little teeny section, and you already know who books that is, and it's just that one, two, three, or four, and then that's it. It's like you got this whole book section, and all you got is four books by black people, and it's the same black people that y'all have in the store on the same, no shade against nobody, but it's like so many more awesome black authors out here. Like, look, I mean, what are we doing? So we definitely need to be in the store because some people just only shop for their books in the store. They old fashioned. They don't. They're not gonna go on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles or websites because they don't trust using their credit card online. Like what about those people?
One of the things I want to do in 2025 is visit more black bookstores, in my travels. I'm going to try and go to as many bookstores as I can. I will be in New Orleans this next year. I hope prayerfully I will be in Atlanta twice. I'll be in Alabama. Um, and then I'm going to some book events. I'm going to the Boozy Book Tour in February, and
Tulsa.
then yeah, I'm going to Tulsa, and then I'm going to, Monica Walters in March.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I know.
I'm gonna need to see you at some of these events.
Oh
Where
Lord,
where you
y'all,
at? Where you coming to the events?
you was the
Where you
always trying
going,
to get me to
Lysandra?
come outside. You always trying to get
Where
me to
you
come outside.
where you go? Why you not every book?
I don't know. I don't know. I ain't scheduled. I didn't get no events for next year. I don't know. Like I be finding out about them late, or some of them like the roast. I think it was like the romance book fest or the Black Romance Book Fest. Like by the time I saw that, they was already advertising saying these are the list of authors, and I'm like, well, where? Anybody say nothing about nothing? But I don't know because I be feeling like sometimes like because a lot of people don't know about me as an author that like they don't invite me to stuff. You know what I'm saying? And even like I don't know.
I'm gonna need you to
So
hook up with Shannon and Storm for the Boozy Book Tour. Another good resource for you is Jaleesa Reeves. She know about all
okay,
the events.
okay, okay. I follow her. I follow her on Instagram. Instagram. I follow her on Instagram. Okay,
I'm
Jaleesa
gonna need
Reed.
you to find the people. I'm gonna need to see you in stores. I'm gonna need to see them pre-orders. Seriously,
Okay,
people need to see you, and the more you see, the more books you gonna sell.
okay.
So, right, Darrell, right, Dianca, she need to be at these events. And
Okay,
then
Darrell,
when
you
the,
be calling me.
right, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to be there. Listen, I'm gonna need you. Listen, I don't gatekeep. If I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, I'm gonna tell you go find them people. Or if you need me to make some introductions, I don't have no problem doing that either. Or if you need me to make some introductions, I don't have no problem doing that either. But Shannon is a very good resource as far as, the Boozy Book Tour, because she's one of the creators. So is Storm, And I think they have sign-ups in their thing because they'll be in Raleigh, Virginia, Chicago. Um, I can't remember where else they're going to be. Oh, and then again in Vegas in 2026.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Everybody going to Vegas.
Okay. Look,
Everybody going to Vegas. So
Mhm.
come on to Vegas. Um,
Okay, I think I'm gonna be in Vegas. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be in Vegas.
and then I think that Gray Huffington has Me and My Romance Friends.
Okay, yeah, I think I did see. I think I did see that, but I haven't seen it in a while. I think I saw it once, maybe like a month or two ago. Somebody had shared it on Instagram.
I don't
Yeah.
know, but if you need me to help you do some research to get you to some of these events, I'm your
Okay.
girl. I'll find them. I'm gonna
Okay.
find them. So just be like, Nicole, did you find some? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me see what I can do. Esteban has something in Miami. And
Yeah.
I think that's a Labor Day weekend. I think she still has openings. Um, I
Okay.
know and Monique wanted to do something as well, but I don't know if she's. I'll know next month. When I
Okay.
interview
Okay. Let me
her.
know. Okay. Look out for me.
Listen,
Okay.
Kimberly Brown. What is it? Who is it? Kimberly Brown and who else is it around
Her
that
and
does?
her
Yes,
and Bree,
you
they
know
did the
Aisha.
Southern
You know who she.
Sweethearts this year, next year. Yeah. And
Why you
I didn't
ain't
even think
there?
about that. And she like, and you know what? Because she my cover designer, so I literally can email her and ask her about the Southern Hot. And I didn't even think, yeah, I didn't even think
Come
about
on,
that.
get on
Yeah.
your Zoom. As the kids would say, get on your Zoom. So let's pop your shit.
All
Where
right.
in your catalog should, if someone is new to your catalog, where should they begin?
Um, if you like messy, then of course start with the Second Chances series with One Foot Out the Door. But if you're looking for like strictly romance, start with When Two Bosses Collide. I think that'd be a good little introduction into my romance.
Okay,
It's
okay.
written the first person
Um,
dual PO. Mhm.
how many books have you written to date?
15. Frosty Beginnings was 15. Y'all book will be 16. Yeah,
Pop your shit,
15.
girl. Pop your shit.
15.
How many projects? Oh, how many projects do you anticipate for 2025? How many books you
I'm
anticipate?
going for the gusto. I'm gonna say five. I'm gonna say five because I want to get to 20. 20 was my goal. 20 books in 5 years. So by the time January of 2026, yeah. So five for next year.
And you already got how many written? Two. You got to write what, three more?
Two. Well, one of them is already written, but I'm doing a complete rewrite of that. I read it. Oh, I read it,
Okay.
and I'm a completely rewrite it. So, yeah. So five. Yeah. I know that sounds crazy. When I say it, I'm like, Lord have mercy. But I'm gonna do it. Five.
But it's not
Five.
crazy, really. Most authors
Yes.
been saying five. About 4 or 5, between 4 and 6. The
Yeah.
ones that be
Yeah.
writing
That's
once a
yeah.
month, I'll be like, God bless you, Jesus.
Yeah. God bless your soul. God bless your sweet soul. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Cause
You
Monica
have laid it
Walters
out.
be she do a book a month.
Every month, my email is dinging. New release from Monica Walters. New release. I'm like, gosh, almighty, sis, I can't even keep up. Like, dog, on one of the series, like 18 books in deep. Like, dog, on. So,
Every month.
but
One
yeah.
is a book a month.
Mm-hmm.
So where can people find you? What social sites? Where social sites
Y'all
are
can
you gonna
find
be
me
at?
on TikTok. Y'all can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, all at Lesanda Moore.
Okay.
My website, lesandamore.com. You can follow me on Amazon, so you'll be updated when I release a new book or if I got a pre-order or something like that. Amazon, yep, Lesanda Moore across the board. I try to keep it simple.
I'm going to ask you to get your mailing list together, lady.
Okay.
That's your job too. Add that to the 5 projects.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I do need to be on my email list. I know. They were telling me you got to get an email list.
You got, if nothing else, you need an email. I'd rather you have an email list than you have Arc and Beta readers.
Okay, okay, okay. Let me get my email list. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that in my planner because I'm already making my plans. I already got my new planner for 2025 and all that. So, yeah.
Okay. Write it
And I'm
down.
gonna inbox you when I do. I'm be like, look, I did it. I did my email list because I actually got a story to give away for free too. But it's a short. It's a short story I wrote as a part of anthology last year for the Freestyle Friday anthology. I got my rights back from for that story this year, and it's only about 5,000 words, but I can give it away for free. I can't, I can't do nothing else with it. So I might give that away as a freebie or something.
And you don't have a girl. We supposed to been had an email list
I
because I
know, I
need the
know.
story. Okay. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to get into this lady's catalog. There's 15 books for y'all to read. Anybody want a buddy read? Collide. What is it? Colliding with two when two bosses collide. I'm up for the buddy read because we're gonna have the buddy read that together. Um, LaShawn, Darrell, Gianca. I don't know if you read it already because you know she read everything super fast.
Yep, yep.
Um, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I am. I'm very, very proud of you.
The books will
Look
be
at the
coming too.
baby's books. What's the name of the baby's books?
Zion makes a new friend, and Rosie and the Unicorn Skates. Uh huh.
Y'all, she
One
got
teaching you
children's
about
books.
earning.
I didn't hear you. Say that. What?
One
Say
is
it again.
about earning. One of the children's books is about earning and saving money, and one is about making friends.
Get these books for these babies. Okay. Make sure we getting into her catalog. Okay. Let's drive up them numbers, them Amazon numbers. Okay. And with that, I'm gonna bid you a good night. Thank you so much for coming on Pop Your Shit. I appreciate you.
Thank you for
This
having
ain't
me.
the last time.
Yes, of course.
So this time next year, I'm gonna need some updates, and I'm gonna need to be on that email list. So I need to know how much what I need to go ahead and put my thing in.
Okay.
Y'all have a good night. Happy reading. Bye.